Welcome back to the channel. Just had an update on Black Myth Wukong, which adds FSR4 natively. So I just wanted to check it out, see what sort of performance we can get 4K on a 9070. So we're at 4K at the moment, epic settings, or should I say ultimate settings. 25%. We're at cinematic, which is big no-no really, but try it anyway. And we're at native 4K. Probably crash to like 10 FPS. So native 4K maxed out ray tracing. Not getting any joy there really. So let's have a look. 50%. I think that's pretty much FSR performance. Steve. 50. Okay, so you can get a console-like experience maxed out, frame rate wise. Got a ray tracing enabled maximum as well. 30 frames per second. Look. Go down the lowest just to see how the game looks. Still the same frame rate, so we're limited by something else. More than likely ray tracing. This looks really good. I can say that it's an improvement on OptiScaler FSR4. Once you went down below 60, you would get some weird flickering here and there. So by the looks of it, if you're using OptiScaler on this game, I'd remove it and just use the default. So let's have a look at 1440p maxed out or 1800p. Native. An extra 5 frames, good stuff. At 22. Okay, so that's not really an option. Let's have a look at got ray tracing on low. Could have set that to very high, but it's an AMD card, so put down GI to medium. No, nowhere near really, so gonna have to take it down a notch. High. Ray tracing is on. Native 1440p. Probably not going to get away with this either. Have a play with the settings then. Really, I want 4K, but we were not going to be able to do it. We'll go for 1800p. Motion blur is off, that's important. This game. Take this down to 50. We can. This should be high. High. Post effects quality. Medium. There we go. High. Medium. High. PI. I think the vegetation quality and global illumination pretty heavy. Go. Look around about, see if there's any stuttering. Probably loading stutter here, but oh, bad. Don't notice any flickering or anything. Plant I can take. Fine. Remember, this area is very heavy. 40s. Seems to be running pretty good. Frame rates. Oh! Oh, he just exploded. Okay. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. See if we can get some more. What are we at now? Hold on. Press 45 frames. Down to the. We'll see if it makes any difference. We've got a bottleneck elsewhere. No. Any difference? $60. Yeah, so that does make a difference. So it looks like 50 is the magic number here. Yeah, 546. Let's have a look at which settings are hurting us the most. Apart from ray tracing, I want to keep ray tracing on. Guys at low vegetation quality. I want this to be as high as possible, but we'll see what sort of performance impact it has. 2 frames. Not too much. It doesn't have a huge effect either. High. Yeah, but ray tracing, I don't think we're going to be able to get 60. Get go to everything set to high. About the same. Medium. Yeah, it's just not going to happen at this resolution, really. Could use frame gen for the difference. Yep, that feels fine. A little bit. It's only giving you 30 frames a second then, so it's actually subtracting. Back to where we came from. It's super playable though. Sure. Yeah, good. And gen. 50s here. So the heavier places in the 40s than the 50s. 4 B 4 there. Yeah, 1440p is yeah, I'm actually seeing in the trees now some of the same artifacts that you get from OptiScaler. I didn't notice those before. Yeah, exact same problem as OptiScaler by the looks of it. Get rid of it by increasing the quality. Yeah. Once you go down below 65, causes the issue. Okay, so the way I would want to play this game put in the settings that I had when using OptiScaler. Nice and sharp. So then yeah, well, there doesn't seem to be any performance increase from not using OptiScaler, because sometimes with OptiScaler you get a performance hit because you're piggybacking off of DLSS, and that can lose you a few frames, but there doesn't seem to be any difference in performance. There's no advantage to using the native one. Nine. Five. $29. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen. So I think we're pretty much going to be forced to play this game 1440p. That's strange. That is the exact same issue OptiScaler has in this game. Obviously an FSR4 issue, but it seems to only kick in it's a bit of a moving target, so different resolutions I wasn't getting flickering. 1440p is higher. Not gonna flick. Yeah, so that's disappointing. I will probably actually go back to using OptiScaler in this game because you have a little bit more control over it. You can tweak it a little bit more. Um, doesn't seem to be any performance overhead for using OptiScaler. Um, yeah, 1440p. Seems the lower the resolution go, the less you can really lower FSR. Disappointing. It'd nearly be as well to just do 4K and lower FSR as far as possible. Tweak the settings. Anyway, that's the video. Hopefully you found this informative. If you're using OptiScaler already, I would just stick to it. I wouldn't even bother messing around with it. But I will do a gameplay at my preferred settings this game shortly. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you for the next one.